Hey gang, and welcome back. These videos are brought to you by Card Conduit, the best place to sell your unused collection fast and easily. 401 Games, Canada's top shop for all your hobby and TCG needs. Dragon Shield, the strongest sleeves for your strongest decks. Moxfield, the easiest way to store and share your deck lists. And Foil Armor, flatten your foils fast. Arja wins the die roll and starts us off. He draws for turn, plays a mountain, and passes. Sammy's got a Temple Garden which he has come in tapped, and passes. Max draws and plays Urza's Saga, putting a lore counter onto it, and passing. Metcha just plays a tapped Indatha Triome. Arja draws, plays a mountain, and casts a Kessig Flame Breather. Sammy's just got a Glacial Fortress. Max drops a Buried Ruin, and pays 2 for a Steel Overseer. Mathieu plays a Command Tower. Arja's turn has him playing a mountain, and he casts a Hearthborn Battler. Going to combat, he swings both of his creatures at Max for 3, and passes. Sammy draws, plays a Mana Confluence, and then casts Crystal. Max draws and reaches the final chapter of Urza's Saga, which he sacrifices to go and find a Soul Ring. He then plays an Urza's Workshop, and he casts a Blink Moth Urn, and passes. Metchia's got a Forest, and then casts an Urza's Incubator. He names Elder as it comes in, and passes. Arja's got a Mountain, and then casts Torbran. He then swings both of his earlier cast creatures at Mathieu. Matt takes a total of 7, and Arja passes. Sammy plays out a Sunpetal Grove, and then casts Sergeant John Benton. He follows it up with Seeds of Strength, and strikes a deal with Arja to swing at him with John Benton this turn if he doesn't point the Battler at Sammy. Crystal also deals 2 to each of Sammy's opponents. Arja then resolves the Battler trigger, dealing 2 to Max and an additional 2 thanks to Torbran. Sammy puts the pumps on John Benton. He then goes to combat, hitting Arja for 5, and they each get to draw 5 cards. After that, Sammy passes, and during the end step, Max activates a Steel Overseer. Max draws and makes 2 mana with the Blink Moth Urn, and then plays an Urza's Mine. He then casts Ultron, and then Iron Spider, and passes. Metcha draws for turn and makes a colorless mana off the Blink Moth Urn trigger, and then plays an island. He casts an Elemental Bond, and then follows up with Flage. This is Metcha taking 4 off the Battler, and as Flage enters, he uses the ETB trigger to take out the Battler in turn. Metcha also draws a card off the Bond, and passes. Arja plays a mountain and casts Jeska's Will. This is each opponent taking 3 from the Kessig Flame Breather and Torbran combined, and Arja gets to make 7 red mana. He uses some of it to cast End the Festivities, and the Flame Breather deals another 3 to each opponent, and then each opponent and each opponent creature takes an additional 3 from End the Festivities. Max activates the Overseer in response to save some of his creatures, and then removes both of his counters from the Overseer with Iron Spider to draw a card. Arja then casts Double Vision, dealing another 3 to his opponents, and then goes to combat, swinging both of his creatures at Mathieu. Matt takes the hit, and Arja passes. Sammy plays a Training Center, and swings John Benton at Matt. Arja responds with Chandra's Pyrohelix, and copies it with Double Vision, dealing 1 twice to John Benton, and 1 to Max and 1 to Mathieu, plus deals another 3 to each opponent from the Flame Breather. Sammy responds with Prismari Charm to bounce Torbran, and the Flame Breather then deals 1, and the pings deal damage but aren't enough to take out John Benton. Mathieu then takes the combat damage, and he and Sammy draw 2. Sammy then casts Nature's Lore, and passes. Max plays a Cryptic Caves, and casts a Skyclave Relic Kicked. He pays 2 to copy it with Ultron as well, and then swings both of his creatures at Arja for 3. Arja takes the hit, and Max passes. Matt draws, plays a Swamp, and casts Morophon. He names Elder, and draws a card from the Elemental Bond, and then follows it up with Venat, and passes. Arja's got a Mountain, and he casts Torbran in his main phase again. He then hits Sammy for 3 with the Flame Breather. Arja then casts Pyroclasm and gets a copy, plus deals 3 with the Flame Breather. Before letting the copies resolve, Max activates a Steel Overseer. This doesn't save his creatures except for the Skyclave relic, but it's indestructible anyway. Sammy plays an Exotic Orchard, and then casts Decimate. He hits Double Vision, Arja's Mountain, the Blinkmoth Urn, and the Skyclave relic copy as a creature. They're destroyed except for the relic, and Sammy follows up with Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, and then passes turn. Max plays out Urza's Power Plant, and then recasts Ultron. He then cracks the Buried Ruin to return Steel Overseer to his hand, casting it again, and pays 2 with Ultron to make a copy of it. Going to combat, Max then hits Arja for 3 with the Skyclave relic, and passes. Matt just plays a Plains and casts Chromatic Lantern. Arja's turn has him playing a Mountain, and he finally brings out Slash. Sammy drops a Wooded Foothills and casts his commander again with Crystal, and passes. Max draws for turn playing the Mycosynth Gardens, and then casts a Scrawling Crawler, and he copies it with Ultron. He then duplicates a Duplicant with Ultron, exiling Crystal and Slash. With the targets on the stack, Sammy responds by casting Sig's Command. He deals 2 to each of his opponents thanks to Crystal, and stuns the Steel Overseer and draws a card. Max in turn activates both of his Steel Overseers in response, and then goes to combat. He swings Ultron at Arja for 4, and passes. Matt then casts Death Sprout during the end step to destroy the Scrawling Crawler. Matt draws for turn, taking one from the Scrawling Trawler copy, and then casts Soul Ring. He follows it up with Chromium, and draws a card from the Elemental Bond. He then pays 1 green for a Delighted Halfling. Arja draws, and casts Disrupt Decorum, goading all of his opponent's creatures, and passes. Sammy plays a Rejuvenating Springs as his land drop, and then casts Time Wipe. He bounces Miss Marvel back to hand, and the board is then wiped. And Sammy then recasts her, and passes. Max plays an Urza's Factory, and recasts Ultron. He then cracks the Cryptic Caves, and then casts Thran's Spider, paying for a copy, giving 2 Power Stones to Mathieu. Max then swings the Skyclave Relic token at Sammy, dealing 5, and passing. Matt draws and recasts Morophon, naming Elder, and draws a card from the Elemental Bond. He then casts Dragonlord Dramoka, drawing another card from the Elemental Bond trigger. He then taps the Power Stones to help cast a Simic Signet, and passes. Arja's turn has him casting Gutter Snipe and shipping it after that. Sammy draws and casts Bria, and then casts Colossal Might and targets Miss Marvel. With Bria and Miss Marvel triggers on the stack, Arja casts a Lightning Axe and targets Miss Marvel, but Sammy responds with Boros Charm to make his team indestructible. Sammy gets an additional round of prowess triggers, and he makes Miss Marvel unblockable, and she gets +2/+2 from the prowess, and then the pump. He then swings Miss Marvel at Max. Max takes the hit, dropping a 4, and Sammy passes. Max plays a Thespian Stage, and then casts Reaver Titan and pays for a copy of it. He then follows up with Ugin the Spirit Dragon, and once the walker's out, down ticks at 5/4. This exiles most of the board, and Max then hits Sammy for 2 with a Thran Spider, and then swings the other Spider and Ultron at Arja, and passes to Matt. Matt draws and casts a Radiant Destiny, naming Elder. He then swings Dragonlord Dramoka and Morophon at Arja. Arja takes lethal at this point, with Mathieu gaining 7 from lifelink. He then casts Vivictus Abysmati the Dire, and once he's out, enchants it with Call of the Kindred, and passes. Sammy draws, plays a Hinterland Harbor, and then recasts Crystal. He follows up with Growth Spiral, dealing 2 to each opponent, but doesn't hit a land off of it, and has to pass. Max draws for turn, and then crews up his Reaver Titans. He then swings them both, dealing 10 to each opponent, which deals enough to win him the game. Game review time. This was another fun one, and I know I say that a lot, but honestly this one was a lot of fun. Of the Marvel set, Crystal and Ultron were my 2 favorite legends and ones that I wanted to build around, so getting to see Max and Sammy's take on it was great. I will say that the MVP for this game probably was Torbrand, since Arj was getting so much extra damage from very little spells, like the End of Festivities only doing 1, suddenly doing 3 was just brutal for only 1 red mana. As long as he was out, it seemed to really accelerate the game. That, coupled with the fact that Crystal pings every time Sammy casts a multicolored non-creature spell, added up very quickly. I thought this game was going to be a lot shorter than it actually was, but there seemed to be some stabilizing events, especially with the Time Wipe, 2 Pyroclasms, and Ugin stabilizing the board. This video wouldn't be possible without the help from my sponsors, but it definitely wouldn't be possible without the help from you, the viewers, and my patrons. So I just want to say thank you for watching, and to remember, friends are just opponents you haven't eliminated yet.